Hello, my sweet, gorgeous friends. Long time no talk. It has been, I think, nearly a month since I've uploaded on this channel. I want to first off say that I'm so sorry for the lack of videos. I have been posting regularly on like my Instagram and my ASMR channel. But if you don't follow me on my other socials, I just wanted to start off by giving a little bit of like a life update, where I've been, what's going on, and then we'll jump right into the reading vlog. Don't you worry. The reading vlog starts at this time. But for those of you that want to know where I've been, a few months ago, I kind of came to the realization that I was struggling a lot with anxiety. And so in the past few weeks, your girl has finally gone on medication. We are living a hot girl Zoloft summer, and so far it's going really, really well. So I kind of took some time off to deal with that. I had to make all these different appointments. There was this whole struggle with getting my prescription filled, but we got it. We're doing it. It's happening. And so far it's made such an improvement. Like, I'm feeling already 10 times better. That's a positive, but I was really struggling mentally for a while there. So yeah, and then after that, Josh and I took a trip to Vegas. We had like a little couples vacation planned, and we went this past week. It was great, had a fun time. But then the day after I got home, I was in the ER. I'm like 99% sure that I had a cyst burst, and yeah, cyst is like something that grows in your ovaries, and if it pops, it's really, really painful. So it was like 2 a.m. the night after we got back, and I literally like got woken up out of my sleep in immense pain. And we went to the ER, and they took a bunch of tests. I did some ultrasounds and everything, and we figured out that it's probably not my appendix. So I came home. I've been resting for the past few days, like recuperating. And thankfully, I'm happy to report that I'm feeling a lot better. I am in not as much pain. It's just kind of soreness now and like kind of getting over everything. Medicated and cyst-free. Love to see it. Today's video is going to be just kind of like a where I've been vlog of the trip. I did do like a weekly reading vlog. The first half of the vlog is when I'm at home, and then the second half is like glimpses into our Vegas trip. So it's mostly a reading vlog, but it's also like a Vegas vlog thrown in as like a special little bonus. Let's just go ahead and jump on into it.
I'm here to bring you the first update of this reading vlog. I have been listening as well as physically reading Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yaros. I am on page 133, so I'm like 25% of the way through. And someone on Goodreads was like, I hope you're making a reading vlog for this. So I was like, you know what? Let's start a weekly reading vlog. And I don't have any set TBR or plans for this reading vlog. We're just gonna vibe it out, but this is what I'm starting with. And I figured what would be better than to do Fourth Wing, just because I swear this is the most hyped up book on the internet right now. Like, everyone and their mother is talking about this. So much so that I had to go out and buy a copy because I knew it was selling out, and I wanted to make sure I got a copy before that happened. So the first time I actually heard of Fourth Wing was actually from a subscriber that commented on one of my ASMR videos and was like, you need to read Fourth Wing. And I looked up the cover on like Goodreads, and I didn't really think anything. I was like, meh, kind of ugly. I judge books by their covers, okay, I'm not gonna lie. And I really, honestly, I don't like this cover. I still don't, and then, like, within, like, a few weeks, it's like, now I can't escape it. Everyone is talking about it, everyone's reading it, everyone's loving it. So, you know, I was in the mood, I'm liking it. It's giving me the same feelings that I had when I read Divergent in middle school. This girl that was, like, supposed to be a scribe ends up being forced to be a writer, and they're like a lot more dangerous, and she doesn't feel like she's prepared. And it really gives me like Triss joining Dauntless when like everyone expected her to be abnegation or whatever. It's like the plot is not the same, the characters
Hey! Okay, so it has been a few days. I have a bit of an update on Fourth Wing and a mini book haul, book unboxing. Yeah, I'm currently, I think like 60% of the way through Fourth Wing. I've been reading it on my iPad and listening to the audiobook. And I'm gonna start by saying, do not recommend the audiobook. I would not recommend getting it. I was actually really excited. I used my Audible credit to get it this month because it was narrated by Rebecca Soler, and she narrated the Once Upon a Broken Heart series by Stephanie Garber, and I loved those audiobooks. I really liked her in narrating that, and I do like a lot of her narrations, but when she recorded the Fourth Wing audiobook, for the first half of the book, she is sick. You can just tell, you can hear like the phlegmy, the nasally, like she is sick. And there are like moments in the audiobook where you can literally hear her like swallowing. It's gross, okay? I don't recommend it, it's not the best. Nonetheless, I'm enjoying the story. I don't think it's gonna be like a 5-star amazing read. I think it's kind of slowing down towards the middle. So I feel like the only way it could like bump up and be like an all-time fave is if this last like 40% really like speeds up, because I feel like the first like 30% I was obsessed. I was loving it. And then as we got into like the 40, 50, 60% mark, it's been kind of slow. There's like war games going on right now, and I guess I just like don't really care. It just feels like we're like doing stuff to kind of pass the time in terms of the plot. But I think it's now we're focusing a bit more on the romance, which I don't know how I feel about the romance yet. I really don't. I feel like we don't know enough about Xaden, and he still has so many secrets that we're like alluding to that I don't know how I feel about him. Like I'm not like, oh my God, Xaden, like, he's so hot. Like, I don't know, I'm still feeling it out. So off camera, I also picked up Mile High by Liz Tomford. I was sent this by a subscriber, which is really awesome, but it's just been sitting on my shelf, kind of like waiting. I eventually knew I wanted to read this series, but I just haven't felt like motivated to pick it up yet. And then I saw Jamie tweet that she rated this book 5 stars. And I feel like I just trust Jamie's, like I feel like me and Jamie have very similar opinions when it comes to like indie romance. I feel like other genres we might differ a little bit, but when it comes to like indie romances, bad boy romances, like bully romances, we share a lot of the same opinions. We're both Punk 57 stans. So I tweeted at her and I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna like, it convinced me to pick it up. And she replied and said, knowing you, Haley, you will love it. So I picked it up and I'm like 30% of the way in. And as Jamie predicted, I am loving it. I am really, really enjoying it. It's really fun so far. It's very fast paced. So yeah, just gonna continue those 2 books. But I did get some book mail. So I decided to go ahead and I picked up the Chestnut Springs series by Elsie Silver. I just got the first 2 books, Flawless and Heartless. I got the like exclusive indie editions. I know they're getting like new covers because they're being traditionally published, I think, but these ones are still available on Amazon, so I just decided to get them. I love an indie book. I just like the way that they're made. Like, they feel nice. I don't know. Do you get what I'm saying? This series is an indie romance series. It's available on Kindle Unlimited. It kind of blew up in the past few months if you've not heard about it, but they're all small town, like cowboy country romances. But I'm not saying cowboy country as in like yee Republican America. No, these are Canadian cowboy romances. And I've just seen so many people love them. Like people that I wouldn't like everyone's like, I don't even think that like I would like cowboy romance. It doesn't sound like something that I'd be interested in, but I'm obsessed and I love them. And so I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's try it. So I just decided to get the first 2 books for now. There's 4 in the series. The 4th one just came out like this month. So, but yeah, I don't know too much about the individual plots. I want to kind of go in a little bit blind, but I believe the first one, I know the guy is a Canadian like bull rider and he gets in a scandal because he had a sponsorship with the milk company and then was like filmed saying that he actually hates milk. And that sounds fucking, like that's all I've heard about this book. And I was like, yeah, that sounds interesting. Like I want to keep reading, like, bitch, a milk sponsorship, that's hilarious. And then the other book that I got is Hot House Flower. This is another new release. This is by Kristen Becker-Ritchie. This is the like 4th or 5th book in the Addicted Calloway Sister series, and it's currently the one that I'm reading. I've been reading it on my Kindle. So when they got picked up by the publisher a few months ago, I actually went and bought the entire series in the indie paperback editions. So I have them on my shelf, but the only one that I could not get my hands on because it already had like sold out was Hot House Flower. So I pre-ordered the Berkeley edition and it just released and came in. So It's actually so gorgeous. I really, really love the font that they chose because the font in the indie editions is like not my favorite, but yeah, it has like bonus material too. So I actually would recommend like getting the Berkeley editions over the indie editions. But I have all the indie editions except this one. So it doesn't fit. It's like the different size than all my other books and everything. The other ones are like shiny, glossy. This one's like matte, but it's okay. I'll just put it to the side and hopefully you won't be able to tell. Cute. I'm like, why is this low-key making me regret buying the indie editions? Maybe I should have just, whatever. What can you do? There's my little 3-book haul. I will talk to you when I have more reading updates. Love ya.
Hi everyone, it is the next day. It is actually the summer solstice, so it's the longest day of the year. And I was just outside reading as the sun set, but now it's like 10 p.m. and the sun is finally down. But I just finished Fourth Wing, so I wanted to do a little update. Sorry if the wind is fucking up the audio. We're just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna give it a generous 4 stars. I would give it like a 3.5, but I had a lot of fun with it, and so I kind of was able to suspend my disbelief more, so I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna round it up to a 4. But it was fun. Like, I actually really liked the plot and the setting. It was very tropey. It was very predictable. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It was kind of comforting. Like, it really gave me Divergent vibes. Like, it gave me the same feelings that I felt when I was in middle school reading Divergent. Man, the chapters are long. I just want to warn you right now, if you're like me and you like short chapters in your books, some chapters were ridiculously long and I was like trudging through them. But overall, I liked it. I will say the one thing I'm docking the star for is the romance. I just don't think the romance did it for me, but I don't really understand why he likes her, and we don't get his perspective at all in the book until the last chapter. So maybe we're gonna get his perspective more in the second book. I don't know. I heard rumors that this is gonna be like a 5-book series. So knowing that, I think I will at least read the next book. But as far as this book goes, I cared way more about the plot and the story than the romance. I just did not care. And the smut, I'm just gonna say it, the smut was kind of cringe. There was a lot of like tender assault, gentle assault. There was that one dreaded scene that I talked about in my bookish icks, where he like forcefully is like, do you see how hard I am for you? And like grabs, yeah, no. Just like the smut read very Wattpad. Yeah, I don't know. And a lot of it was just Violet like begging the guy to like open up and fall for her and like be honest and communicate. And it was just like begging, please love me. I know you love me. Stop fighting it. And I don't know, for me, like watching a woman beg for a man for like 300 pages isn't really like romantic. So I didn't like the romance. I like the characters individually, but I don't fully believe that they should like be together. I don't know. Whatever. I will continue with the next book. Maybe my mind will change. I will say like the first 200 pages is mostly plot focused, and then you start to get the romance a lot more for like the last 300 pages. First book of the reading vlog is complete. That was Fourth Wing. I'm still continuing Mile High. I am about like 110 pages in, and I think I might pick up another book as well. So I don't know what I'm in the mood for, but I'll let you know tomorrow. But for now, I'm gonna go inside because it's cold. Good night.
Hello vlog. So it's been a few days since I last checked in. I don't even know how many days it's been. It's been a while. I've made some progress in Mile High. I am currently on page 200 and I'm about like 40% of the way through the book.
The subscriber that sent this to me actually mentioned that she originally read this on Wattpad, and I didn't know that this came from a Wattpad story, but it kind of does give that vibe, but like I mean that in the highest possible regard. Like, it's very fun. It's a good time. I'm really enjoying it. But I will not lie. I am much more into fantasy right now. I'm definitely in a fantasy mood. I just decided, why not? And I picked up A Court of Silver Flames. And I'm currently right around halfway. I'm about 350 pages into this, and I'm loving it. I am really, really liking it right now. I love Nesta. I love Nesta and Cassian together. I'm really liking the way that mental health is portrayed in this book. And the spice in this book is actually like 10 times better, in my opinion. Like, she's actually vulgar in this.
In the original ACOTAR books, like the trilogy, Sarah J Maas censors a lot of things. So I literally felt like Tati when I started reading this book.
Like, it was just like, no big deal. Like, sucking dick and cock. Like, I'm just like, oh my God.
being very frank about what's going on. I actually really like it. I like it a lot more. I'm gonna try and finish the rest of this tonight because tomorrow we have a flight to Vegas. We're going to Vegas for a little trip. We're basically just going to Vegas to stay at our hotel and like drink by the pool for a few days. So I'm planning on getting a good amount of reading done while we're there, but I wanna see if I can finish this before we go and start something new. I will talk to you at least once I've finished A Court of Silver Flames. Bye! Hi vlog. I'm about to get DMCA'd because they are blasting music, but we are at the pool in Vegas. Josh just went to go order some food for us, but I'm trying not to get sunburned. I have my Kindle. I have been reading. Slay. It's like 98 degrees right now. Sheesh. We're at a food court, just had some food. We've just been like by the pool and then we came to get in the shade and eat. And there's a movie theater back there, so we're gonna go see a movie in like an hour. And that's our day.
I got some tea.
Got some tea. What flavor? Peach? Peach tea?
Yeah.
And I got a matcha. Does it show you?
Yeah.
I can't even see what I'm filming. It's day 2. We're at the pool again. Have I read much of anything? No. I listened to an audiobook last night for like 3 chapters. And that's literally all I've done. So I do have my Kindle. So the possibilities are endless. Hello friends, sorry, the AC is blasting here in the hotel room. It's been like 100 degrees, so it's hot. It is day 3, our last full day in Vegas. We just got ready, applied some sunscreen. We're about to go down to the pool. Yesterday I got a little bit of reading done on my Kindle. I'm continuing with Mile High and I'm really liking it so far. Last night and this morning, just in the hotel room, I also picked up some of the physical book that I brought. This is Hot House Flower by Kristen Beck-Ritchie. I'm really liking this so far as well. I feel like at this point, this far in the series, like I know these characters, I like them. It's just so easy to like jump back into whatever's going on with them and what they're doing. So yeah, it's a breezy light read. I'm gonna bring this to the pool with me today and maybe continue it. But yeah, today we're just gonna be swimming again, gonna go get some tacos for dinner, and then tomorrow is our flight back home. So ignore the messy hotel room. Ready to go to the pool?
Yeah.
Cool. You can see our various food bags. Ignore that. Hey, what's up everyone? So it's our last day. We actually already checked out of the hotel. We're at the airport. I'm drinking some lemonade. Yeah, we have a few hours until our flight, so we've literally just been sitting over here in this corner hanging out. I'm breaking out, so excuse that. Not my best look. I got to like about page 150 of Hot House Flower. Still loving it. It's like wild a little bit. It definitely is taboo, but it's entertaining. I'm so excited to go home and see the cats. You want to see you excited to see the cats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
They're probably gonna be like, Sylvester's gonna want to go outside so bad. He's gonna be pissed because he loves outside. It's like his favorite place to be. Am I zoomed in? Oh my god. Wow, I just filmed that entire clip like so zoomed into my face. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. I literally bought a wide angle lens for this camera and I'm still zooming in. Gonna go back to reading and I will talk to you when I have updates, probably when we get home. All right, my friends, hello. It has been a few days since I last saw you. We got back from our trip. It was great, had an amazing time, and I just love being in Vegas. It's so fun. There's so much yummy food and things to do, but I am happy to be back home in my apartment, nice and cozy. As mentioned in the beginning of the video, it's been a few days because I was in the hospital, I was in the ER, but we're home now, everything's fine. Don't worry, I'm feeling good. It was nothing too crazy. On our flight back, I actually managed to finish Mile High by Liz Tomford. I ended up giving this a 4 stars. I docked a star because I think it's just like 100 pages too long. Like it's just a little bit too long. It's almost 500 pages, which for a contemporary romance is just ridiculous. I'm just gonna say it. I hate the current trend right now of contemporary romances being super thick. We don't need it. Like, a contemporary romance should be like 300 pages. And it was just kind of cliche. Like, there were definitely some cliche, cheesy things going on, but I still had a really fun time. I am a sucker for a good hockey romance, and I really, really liked Xander's, like, as a male love interest. I do really like Xander's. I love his tattoos, all of his rings. He goes to therapy. He's bougie. He's great. And I did really like Stevie as well. I think Liz Tomford creates very interesting and fun characters. Stevie actually struggles a lot with her body image. It was something that I really, really related to. If you like hockey romance, I definitely recommend picking up this book and giving it a shot. It is on Kindle Unlimited, so if my math is right, that means we finished 3 books in this reading vlog during the week. First, we have Fourth Wing, which I gave 4 stars, really enjoyed it. Then we have A Court of Silver Flames, which I gave 4.5 stars. And then Mile High, which was another 4-star. So honestly, like, why was this the most successful reading vlog I've had to date? Usually I'm a hater on this channel, but today we're live, laugh, loving, and thriving. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry again for my absence. I promise I will try to be more regular in posting, but if you want to see more from me, I'm always posting over on my Instagram, where you can follow me. Love you guys so much. I hope you had a great reading month while I was gone. Let me know what you've been up to, what you've been reading, how you have been in the comments below, and I will see you all in my next video.